Bowman, I'm sure that you don't realize all of that has happened in the last 2 years, and I'm wondering if something else has happened. I heard a quote from you saying that drivers really like this racetrack. So based on what we saw yesterday, Alex, is that also 2 years ago, or are we still liking this track?
Yeah, it might be 2 years ago too. It's been a really interesting weekend so far, but we're all dealing with the same thing and trying to fight through it. So it's just a big learning curve with a new race car, and as rigid as the car is and as rough as this racetrack is, they're kind of fighting each other a little bit. So we're all trying to figure it out faster than the next guy, and it's easy to push over the limit. So gonna try to keep the 48 Ally Camaro clean all day and be there at the end.
Well, Alex, you brought it up. The practice and qualifying yesterday, from our perspective, it was a lot of fun to watch, to see guys push the cars to the limit. Obviously, quite a few guys spun out. But what's the discussion like in whether it's your team meetings with your other drivers or just in the motorhome lot? Are the drivers embracing the new car? Are they frustrated? And what do you think we're going to see today?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a learning curve, right? So I think there are things that everybody really likes. We all like that it's hard to drive. There's not a driver that's here that's like, oh, it's too hard to drive. Like, I think all of us wanted that. There are just some little things that I think we need to improve on. And when the car starts bouncing up and down off the ground and it spins you out before you even have a chance to save it, that's a little frustrating. So trying to get through it the best we can. It's just so hard to really find where that limit is in 15 minutes. So, like I said, doing the best we can with it, but I think it's going to create a really interesting race. Obviously, in the Cup Series, it's been a long time since you've seen really any single car incidents for the most part. So, I feel like you're going to see a ton of them today, and hopefully we're not one of them.
Yeah, hopefully not, Alex. You know, as Shannon pointed out, you and your 48 team, you guys won 4 races last year at a very diverse set of racetracks. Really a career year for you in the Cup Series, Alex. I know you won that Martinsville race in the playoffs, but the playoffs were a little tough on you and your 48 team. When you sat down with your crew chief, Greg Ives, during the offseason, what are the things you said you need to improve on? You guys need to do better.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really just the consistency. You know, we ended 2020 with a really good playoff run, and I think we ended up like 6th in points, and just didn't really have the playoff points we needed going into the playoffs to make the round of 4. But you know, looking at last year, obviously we had 4 wins, but it's kind of like we won or finished last. So just trying to figure out how to tie the two together and have good consistency and try to make a run at a championship. Obviously, we have the speed, and when there are opportunities to win, we can capitalize, but we need to be able to do that more consistently and more week in, week out.
Alex, before we let you go, we have a little bet going on here at the FS1 studios. We know that you love the nicknames, right? You just love them so much. So we want to know which is your favorite of the 3 that I'm going to mention. Obviously, Bowman the Showman, the one that I came up with based on Daytona 500.
Credit,
it's all mine. Front Row Bow. That's the one I came up with. And Hack, of course, Hack. We can't leave that one, right? Which one's your favorite?
They're all pretty terrible, to be honest with you. The only thing that's worse than those 3 nicknames is probably my face on the Walk of Fame thing that they did here yesterday. It doesn't look anything like me. It looks like a caveman. So, yeah, I just, you know, bad nicknames, bad artist renderings. Everybody's just doing me dirty lately.
Well, listen, we're not going to do you dirty. We're going to say good luck in the race today. Maybe you'll get another one. Do they do 2 Hall of Fames, Walk of Fames, if you win twice?
They'll just add another shot of his headshot.
Yeah, twice. All right. Well, good luck to you out there.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully, if we win again, the artist rendering for the headshot is a little better.
There you go.